Whoa, whoa, whoa. What up, folks? What up, what up, what up? Yak Chicago's finest, man. What it do, what it do, what it do. How the people this evening? Was gonna go a little bit later, but I decided, man, what the hell? Let me go get it up out the way now, man. This is one of my California tales, baby. One of my California tales. All facts, all facts, all facts. Man, rest in peace to the late great Nate Dogg, the dog pound for life, you heard? West Coast, West Coast, West Coast. Man, let's get it started. All right? Y'all ready? Let's go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Jack Chicago's finest. Man, what's up to my people, man? What it do, what it do, what it do? How everybody doing, man? So, man, I was just going through my archives, and I bumped across one of the old pics. Man, y'all see in the right-hand corner up there, man. I actually wanted to put that on my avatar, but I think I hit the wrong button. So nigga did a little fuck up. So in that right-hand corner over there, that's my California family there. That's me when I was about 18ish, maybe 17, 18, somewhere down there. You look right at the bottom, kneeling down next to the guy with the blue and the rag on. That's Young Yak right there, man. That was Maniac. That's Young Yak, man. You see my face all fat? I ain't even got not a string of hair, nothing on my face. You know what I mean? That was Young Yak. You know what I mean? In my California days. But I was not in California when I took this picture. I was in Vancouver, Canada on tour. That picture there is actually from Vancouver, Canada when we was on tour. So that's my Cali family, mob style, new breed of hustlers. Those are those rips. Much love to the Diamonds too, though. You did. But man, y'all remember I've told the story, man, when I performed at the Pink Cadillac, when Rap a Lot CEO, Rap a Lot, exec, Rap a Lot owner, the mob, James Prince, Lil J, when he introduced himself to me and my brother, after we was performing. We was up there performing, opening up with Papa LQ, Bushwick Bill, and CJ Mack. The club is called the Pink Cadillac. I've told that story on here. You know what I mean? But that night, we was with our old producers, Big Ron Goldfingers, the platinum and gold producers, platinum and gold selling producers. Those are my bros, man. Love to you, broskies, all, man. Y'all changed my life. But we was with these gentlemen that night. And we bumped into one gentleman who was a producer, and he was affiliated with Death Row, the Dog Pound, and Nate Dogg. So you know what I mean? My bro, Big Ro, them, man, when I tell you their production is top shelf, top tier, top of the line. Man, and Goldfingers, man, with them strings he put in there. And that's when that West Coast G-Funk was popping. You know what I'm saying? So this was the time Nate Dogg was working on his solo album. So anyway, we got an invite where my producers got an invite to Nate Dogg's house so they could let him hear some tracks. You know what I mean? Give a little feedback because he had just got a budget. So he was looking for some tracks. He was trying to do his thing. And, that's when, producers was like, man, wanted. Real good ones was wanted at that time. And Big Ron Goldfingers, they was hot. Them boys was on fire. So with them getting the invite, they got their little bros with them. The two Chicago, spitters. Maniac and Mac 10. R.A.P. Oh man, we was R.I.P. at that time. Raised in poverty. Raised in poverty. That was my group name. But as we got older, my brother became Mac Legend instead of Mac 10. I told y'all why. And I was Maniac. And my young boy, Benzarelli, he actually gave me the nickname Yak. So I've been Yak ever since from my young boy, Benzarelli. Salute, Benzo. You dig? So, man, we in the group. Name was R.I.P. We was raised in poverty. But as we got older and we started marinating our style, we became R.A.P. Rhythm and Poetry. Rhythm and Poetry. You dig? That's like, man, that's what we became. We became poets. So we changed our name to Rhythm and Poetry. And it was like, everybody say, what type of rap you do? We don't do hardcore rap, gangster rap. We actually did soul trap. That's the catalog. That's the category that I will put my rap into. And soul trap means sending out universal love through rhythm and poetry. Say it again. Sending out universal love through rhythm and poetry. Soul trap. That's the type of music I did. You know what I'm saying? They had to recreate and create a new category because my shit was just a little bit different. You heard? So, invite to Nate Dogg. And man, we get that. It's a barbecue. You know what I mean? House full of people. You got the big ass swimming pool. They got the grills going. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, we walk in and I can still say to this day, I'm clumsy as a motherfucker. Anybody that know me know I'm always kicking something over. My stepdaughter's not too far way up in here, and she can attest to I'm always kicking some shit over. So you imagine if I'm doing it at 50, you can imagine young 17, 18-year-old Jack, I was kicking the hell out some shit at 17, 18. Now, this is the thing. I walk in Nate Dogg's house. Rest in peace to you, King. Rest in peace. He has, man, this big plush white carpet in his living room. I mean, when I say like real, it almost looked like a what's the is it a polar bear? The one with the white fur? The carpet almost looked like a polar bear type. It was white, plush, real fluffy carpet. And as I'm walking in, everybody introducing each other. What do y'all do? I kick over a fucking glass of red something. I kick it over on this fucking all white, fluffy, plush ass carpet. And when I say kick it over, when I say I kicked it over, what do you mean? I kicked it over. And I spilled the hell out of it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Lee, keep it down a little bit. I'm recording. I don't know. And I kicked this plush ass I kicked a drink over on this plush ass carpet. And I'm like, man, I'm thinking the brother finna snap out. You know what I mean? I'm thinking he about to spaz out, go crazy. This what he do. He said, man, don't worry about that shit, bro. Go up in there, man. Go in the bathroom up under the sink. There's some cleaning rags up under there. Some real nigga shit. He did some old regular boy, you know what I'm saying? Some shit I'm thinking he about to spaz. He can't tell me this wasn't no $10,000 carpet or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I go up in there in the bathroom, man, go grab the little cleaners, the little spray shit, get it all up, dab it, pat. You know, you can't wipe, you gotta pat it, so it suck up and not smear everywhere. So, man, he wasn't tripping. So I'm like, man, that's it. And my brother Mac look at me like, man, this motherfucker right here, he always tripping, always kicking something over. Anybody that knows Yak, that's the Yak trait, man, that I've been doing since I can remember. So, man, that's one thing. But he's sitting there in the living room. They got, man, I hear motherfuckers going crazy. Y'all get it? Woo-woo. They're playing NBA Live, the basketball. They was playing the NBA Live basketball. So I'm like, man, I'm like, shit, at this time, nigga, I'm a live junkie. So they playing NBA Live on the fucking, I believe was it Nintendo? It might have been Nintendo or something. One of the fucking game, I think it was a Nintendo, if I'm not mistaken. Nintendo or Sega, one of the two. But they in there playing NBA Live for $5 a game. If you get 21 skunked, double the pay. I'm like, what? So me and my bro, we jump in. You know what I'm saying? We lie to them. That's what we do. Like, man, man, we in there chilling, man. They got the food jumping off. Had the old lady, I believe it was his aunt, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. It was either his aunt, mom, one of the two. I can't quite remember, but it was an older queen up in there doing all the cooking. And when I say I hadn't been home, had none of that Mom Duke's cooking in a minute. So man, you could smell that good shit when they got the collard greens and shit cooking in there. You know what I mean? You can smell that smoked meat, and they got the grill and shit jumping off outside. So the queen, she like, man, baby, y'all hungry? We like, hell yeah, for real. She invite us up in the kitchen. This is when you know you in a real black person home. She went and grabbed the fork, stuck the fork down up in there, pulled out some greens with some meat on it, and had her hand, her palm of her hand, under my chin, blowing it off, and fed me some of the collard greens with smoked meat. Some shit your auntie or your mama or your grandmama do. Some real black folk shit, right? That's what she did to her brothers. I'm like, oh my goodness, man. Man, if there's no problem about having a plate, man, I definitely will take one. And she was, man, they was very warm, opening. I mean, they was like, man, very hospitable. And then one of the guys, I believe it was a security guy, he said, man, what's up, bro? He said, y'all from Chicago? I said, yeah. I said, man, born and raised, bro. He like, man, that's crazy. I have a sister from Chicago, but I've never met her. He said, my dad, she's one of my dad kids that I never met, but me and her is like in regular contact, not speaking over the phone. I said, damn, that's crazy, bro. I said, man. He said, man, but she don't live in Chicago. It's like she live in a different part. And he said, Harvey. I said, what? I said, damn, that's what I did my teenage years. I spent I'm from Harvey, Illinois. I'm 35th in state by way of the Wild Hunteds, Harvey. So you know what I mean? He's sitting there. He said, man, that's crazy. Get the fuck out of here. He called his sister. And man, as he called his sister, he explaining the situation like, man, got some dudes up here, man, say they from whoop-de-whoop, they from Chicago, blah, blah, blah. And they said they went to school out in Harvey. And he said, what's your name? And I said, Maniac. And I'm like, damn, nah. I said, Church. Soon as I said church, the person on the other end was like, get the hell out of here. I know you bullshit. Ain't no way Church there. I get on the phone. It's Okemia B. I'm not going to say her name because we don't hear it. Okemia B. It's somebody that I grew up with 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, going into my freshman year, because I ain't finished high school. I ain't get my damn diploma, but y'all get the point. This somebody that I know. He saying, no way, my little sister, and I get on the phone with her, and I'm chopping it up with her, and he like, yo, she like, Church, how the hell you at my brother's house all the way in California? I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I'm how many thousands of miles away from home? What's the likelihood of me bumping into Nate Dogg? Think about this. Me bumping into Nate Dogg by happenstance. His security happens to have a sister in Chicago that he's never met. He only talked to her over the phone. And then I happen to know her and went all the way through middle school, grammar school, and into high school. And that's somebody I really know. Okay, Mia B, what's up with you, sis? Man, it's been a minute, man. Hope everything all well with you. But man, he was like, ain't no fucking way. So he get to telling Nate now, man, they like, what? Man, he family. Now, they was cool already. But once this was the deal breaker, you know what I'm saying? We became, nigga, we was fams then. So man, they squeeze us in all on the couch. Man, Mom Duke's up in there. She bringing us food. I mean, the big, when you go to the kinfolk house, they load your plate up like you got shit falling all over on your hands and shit. They loaded us up like that. So man, we really at home now. You know what I mean? Even after I done kicked over a damn big ass glass of cranberry looking juice or something on this plush ass white carpet, man. And I'm like, yo, what's the likelihood of something like that happening, man? And you know what I mean? It's like, man, I've always been in different situations and meeting different people. And I believe my personality helps me you know what I mean, have people gravitate to me because I got an open personality, man. I'm cool. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't rub, I try my best not to rub people wrong. And over the course of my existence, most of the people that I've interacted with, I don't rub wrong because I keep it a bean with everybody. So, man, it's like this turned into a, this turned into like we was there with family. You know what I'm saying? So now we playing NBA live, $5 a game up into the late great Nate Dogg's house. Now we playing NBA live, $5 a game in Nate Dogg's house. We listening to tracks, we rapping, freestyling. He freestyling, singing though. That was the craziest shit I had seen. You know, Nate Dogg he do the harmony singing for the Dog Pound for Snoop now. So he in there, how we freestyling, rapping, he freestyling doing this little soul trap like singing. So this shit turned into a, man, we in a cipher up at Nate Dogg's fucking house, yo. Fat belly, full belly. You know what I mean? The mom in the kitchen, she in there cooking like crazy, some soul food. And you know what I mean? I hadn't been home to see my mom and shit, God know how long at that time. So to get some real down home cooking from a real soul cooker, that shit made me feel good. And then I'm sitting up at Nate Dogg's house. The shit could have went left off the rip, as I kick over a big ass glass of something that looks like cranberry juice on his white plush fucking carpet in Nate Dogg's house. Everybody know Yak comes as a motherfucker. I got big feet. I always had big fucking feet. So I trip over shit. I kick shit. You know what I'm saying? So, man, you can imagine that. I still do this shit at 50. So you know how a nigga was when he's about 17 or something, right? I hadn't even got my equilibrium all the way down together yet. So, you know what I mean? It's all good. But that wasn't icebreaker. You know what I'm saying? And, man, Kimia B, man, I went to school with her, yeah? And turned out to be one of the security guys, sister that he never met. And they open their arms up to us, warming, man, like real warming and welcoming, because, man, he hadn't met his sister yet. And I'm somebody that had physically, in the flesh, met his sister. You know what I'm saying? So he was trying to get these, man, how is she, man? Now, like, man, Kitty she always been down to earth like a motherfucker, cool as a fan. I couldn't tell him she was fat as a motherfucker. You know what I mean? She was fat to death since we was kids. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't tell him that about his sister. But I was like, man, no, bro, she cool as shit. She a G. She looks out for everybody, man. And, man, that was real. That changed the whole everything. We sat over there, man. I would say we got over Nate's probably about 1, 2 in the afternoon or something like that. We stayed over there going into the next morning, like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. It turned into a whole all-day event. We in there freestyling. We eating food. We playing Nintendo, the NBA for fucking $5 a game in Nate Dogg's house, yo. That's the type of things I've always been, man, blessed, man. The Lord has always blessed me and put me in different positions in my life where I've done some things and met some people, man, that's life-changing. The problem was, young and dumb, wasn't no phones and shit back then. So everything was Polaroid pictures. I had so many damn pictures, and I moved around so much, I didn't appreciate the shit that I had that could have been like antique shit. So I've lost so much stuff. Man, I've had pictures with Forrest Whitaker. You know what I mean? I'm at the restaurant in Forrest Whitaker. I'm in Northern Hollywood. Let me tell this quick one. I'm in Northern Hollywood at a fucking breakfast spot with Forrest Whitaker. We come in the restaurant. We see him. He go to the bathroom. My boy like, man, nigga, that was Forrest Whitaker. We like, hell no. And Jack, being Jack, I'm going to the bathroom behind him trying to get an autograph. So now, you know Forrest Whitaker, a big motherfucker. Forrest Whitaker probably 6'4", 6'5", 280-ish, standing 300 pounds. Especially back then when he was younger. I go hit the bathroom door. It hit it, boom. It hit him in his fucking back. We didn't realize the bathroom there was like a closet for real. So y'all know what Yak did, right? Yak, being extra energetic, being extra assertive, being not afraid. I go trying to run in and get an autograph, but what I wind up doing is hit Forrest Whitaker in the back, but the door had him piss all down his fucking leg. True story, true story, true story. If I'm lying, strike me the fuck down right now, big man. Strike me down right now. I had the man pee all down his leg in a restaurant, man. Swear to goodness, and man, he turned around and spazzed out. What the fuck? Tired of motherfucker. I mean, he was spazzing, but you got to think at this time, Forrest Whitaker, probably one of the top, highest paid people in Hollywood at this time. And he spazzed out. And I'm like, man, we go sit down. We go sit back down. But man, when he came out, he had calmed himself down a little bit. He was like, man, I apologize. You know what I mean? Get tired. Sometimes you get tired of people running up on you and just, man, I'm just trying to get a meal and blah, blah, blah. So it was understandable. But we walk outside and he wound up taking a picture with me. Taking a picture with me and my brother. Taking a picture with the whole mob style of New Breed of Hustlers. But like I was saying, I moved so damn much and I didn't take how serious and how, man, important those photos could have been at that time if I still had them today. I didn't think about this. I mean, I'm a young nigga that's doing what he do, running around in California and Hollywood. I got a fresh record deal. I'm in the sun. I'm seeing bunnies with tan lines regularly. So I ain't thinking about saving these pictures and shit, you know what I mean, for 30 years later. But you know what I mean? That same exact night, who remember Chauncey from Minister Society. I met Chauncey that night from Minister Society. We took pictures with him. That's when the nigga that said, shit, fuck Craig. I'm going to show Craig. Come on, turn him in to the police. So we met Chauncey that night. Took pictures with him and actually smoked the block with Chauncey that night. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I've always had I've had interesting times. And, man, I've been lucky and blessed enough to, you know, run into and interact with people that, man, a lot of people would love and wish they could had crossed paths with them. God has blessed me enough to have put me in those situations where I actually have, and I've never bit the hand that fed me. I've never rubbed nobody wrong. I've never tried to do no shiesty shit when I was in a mix doing anything. So it was a blessing that I was able to meet people on great time with great energy, and I was able to be myself. And you know what I mean? And me being myself, most people usually gravitate to me. If they don't gravitate to me, it's probably something fucking wrong with them. You feel me? Because I've been around the world, man, and I've always had the same reaction because I've always been the same type of dude. I live by certain morals, certain standards, and certain fucking respect that will never, ever change. So that's why I never have bullshit around me. If it's some bullshit around me, that probably means I'm around a bullshit-ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest. But for real, that was one of my California tales, man, and it was a blessing, man. I wish I'd have kept all of that memorabilia. I mean, man, me and my bro, we be talking about all the time, like, nigga, we had so much, you know what I mean? I mean, man, what's the little nigga Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? I'm in Fat Burgers. I'm out in Hollywood at Fat Burgers. Carlton coming in middle of the night to get a fat burger. You know what I'm saying? He had one of them big-ass pickup trucks with the red, the burnt dirt, that red, orange-looking dirt when you can tell you live up in the mountains. He got one of them big pickups like that. He come in Fat Burger at 3:30 in the fucking morning. We was in Hollywood recording. You know what I'm saying? Took a picture with, wasn't no fucking cell phones back then. I come from the cassette tape. You know what I'm saying? Payphone. The big ass black portfolio Camry. You know what I'm saying? Like what, man? I'm an old nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, but I didn't cherish and appreciate all that memorabilia that I've actually been a part of, that I've had my hands on, that I had my face in with these legends. You know what I'm saying? They are legends in their own right. You dig? And man, I've had the pleasure, man, to meet them. No lies, no lies, no lies. And I can call right now and get verification of this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, it's the truth, man. It's my truth, and man, God has blessed me to see a lot of things that a lot of people wish they could see. I've done a lot of things that a lot of people wish they could do, and I've been a part of a lot of shit that people usually lie and make stories about, but that shit is my fucking truth. Real deal. You know what I'm saying? So, man, this was one of my Cali tales, man, for the late, great Nate Dogg. Rest in peace, King. Rest in peace, King. And he's definitely a legend, you heard? And who else, man? That picture would have been worth fucking big bucks now, because Yak a legend around this bitch, too. You dig? So, man, that was just one of my true stories, man, about my younger days, man, when I was in Cali, man. So, man, I appreciate everybody giving me their time. Y'all already know what it is, man. Like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Yak, Chicago's finest. And what I tell them, You ain't got to respect me, but you will not, and I repeat, will not disrespect me. We out of here, man. Holla back at your boy. Thank you. Man, again, rest in peace, Nate Dogg. Rest in peace. Man, prayers to the family, King. Be out.